Hi, I'm Cynthia Day.
And I'm Maria Day.
And together we own and operate a real estate brokerage called Trusted Results Realty. We're currently in the states of Texas and Florida.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
And we are, vastly growing to a city, state, and even a country near you.
Or a planet or a galaxy near you.
Today we are filming another episode of Empower Her. And this is all about showcasing empowered women, both in business as well as in life. And today we've got Miss Kiera Malowitz of DFW Decluttered. We are very honored to have you with us today.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your business, DFW Decluttered?
Of course. So I started this business back in March of 2019, March 4th, right? The only day you're advised to move forward and you're told to do something. And yes, and so, and that's kind of what we do, right? We go into people's homes or their small businesses and we help them declutter, organize, unpack, get settled in their new homes. We try to do everything from start to finish so that the clients are not, it's already a stressful process when they make that decision that they need help. And we really try to take that burden off from them, and just help them declutter and get organized.
So, I hate doing laundry. What makes you excited about decluttering and organizing?
Yes.
Why this idea?
I know, and we do love it too. Very good question. Part of it is because I am a parent. I'm a mom, and so I worked in the corporate world for many years, and so balancing being a mom and having kids, or really a parent, it's a very hard thing to do, right? And we all do it, but I sort of found my passion in decluttering and organizing my own home because I felt like it was something I could control, right? Mm-hmm. It brought that sense of calm. Mm-hmm. And I also, my father, whose birthday is March 4th, he is actually a hoarder. Oh. So yes, so the other extreme, right?
Medically speaking?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that was kind of my motivation. And I had taken a bunch of courses, not even to really help him, but to help me, because, having children and working and you kind of get behind on things and you're balancing everything. Yeah. And so that's where I have 3 children. My last 2 were twins, or are twins, and once I had them, I stayed home for a couple years, and it's hard work, mm-hmm. and trying to balance everything still, mm-hmm. and I ended up, some of my friends to help me get out of the house would say, "Oh, come have this play date," and I would end up actually organizing their closet. But it felt so good.
Because thanks for the girl time.
And eventually that same friend said to me, you should do this as a business. And I thought, gosh, I really love doing this, and I love helping, not just moms, but busy professionals, and senior citizens, people who are in retirement who, have been so busy and now suddenly have to deal with all their stuff, because maybe they want to downsize right, exactly. And so I just kind of found my passion in doing that, and I've been doing it ever since. So,
that's very cool. Yeah. Very cool.
And then I've grown. So now, it was just me. It was a way for me to balance working with the kids, uh-huh. and then there was a need, and I'm good at this. So we've slowly grown, and now I have there's 4 lead organizers that are like me, mm-hmm. Who go out and lead the in the client's job and help them declutter and organize and unpack. And then we also have our organizing assistants that help us. So when we go into a home, sometimes it's just one of us. That's all they need. That's all they can, they really want. And then sometimes it's a whole team because they want us in and out and to address as many spaces as possible.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What year again did you say you
March
officially began?
Officially
as a business.
Officially as a business, March 4th, 2019. Mm-hmm.
And you already grew that many people?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That is so impressive.
Yeah. So it helps, with social media and television, kind of having a spotlight on what professional organizers are doing. And especially with so many people the last, year and a half being home and having to look at their clutter all the time. There's a real need, and people shifting to working from home and having an office suddenly that they didn't use before.
Sure.
And putting in new systems. That's really key to everything we do is we try to establish a system so that way they're able to maintain the space.
So systems, so I'm thinking the home edit, right? And they have
Yeah.
like that rainbow system,
Yes.
very catchy or whatever. But what would you say your system is?
Question. Yes, that is a very good question. So I love the home edit and I love the rainbow. I just like to say that. But I really only do the rainbow with the kids' books, right? Because kids learn by colors.
Yes.
So that is an easy thing for them to help maintain. I may have a few other tricks in there that we help kids with. But we do like that. But when it comes to like organizing your home, you don't necessarily buy in rainbow colors, right?
Right.
So, that's their system and it works for their clients.
Yes.
And for my clients, it's really about addressing the spaces that they are struggling with. We pull everything out, we sort it, we go through with the client. If the client is not there, because we do work with a lot of busy professionals, they've usually given us some guidelines and we may put some things aside for them to go through like as homework, which I try to minimize to like 15 minutes because I also understand as a busy parent that, we don't have time at night.
That's the realistic time frame.
Exactly. And then we go back and we actually organize what they've decided to keep. And sometimes we're there, we're organizing right along the way. If they're available, with people working from home, sometimes they step out on their lunch break and say, keep, donate, trash, whatever it may be. Or that doesn't belong here. I don't know what that is, that kind of thing.
And we asked our community what questions that they actually had for Kiera in Miss DFW Decluttered. And this is what they had to say.
How do you stay decluttered?
It's really about putting a system in place. So when we go into a home or a small business, we actually tell people not to pick up, not to change anything, to leave it exactly as why they're having us come out and look at the space to begin with. Because that lets us look at what their habits are. Maybe, countertops are getting full. Maybe there's a paper issue, a mail issue, right? Maybe the office is getting cluttered. Maybe the toys are actually creeping out of the toy room. But it also allows us a little more detail to see, okay, but what are the kids playing with? What is being addressed in the mail and what's not, And so
organize habits.
Habits, yes.
You organize habits,
Yes.
not rearrange and redo whatever, their flow. You don't reorganize your natural, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You organize your natural flow versus, let me recreate, and let me tell you where things go.
Yeah, I mean, now sometimes we do that when we unpack in households because they're in a totally new space and they want us to come in right away so that we tell them what the best system is for that space.
Keep coming back. Keep coming back.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, yes. I mean, we have a lot of clients that have said, I offer a maintenance program, and we've had a lot of clients who are like, I love that. I want a maintenance program. I want you to be able to come back. And I've had several who call me and like, so far we're able to maintain. We don't need you yet.
Oh, wow.
And then they just call me every few months. It's still going okay, But it's not to say if you do need us, it's not to say that they're not doing a good job of maintaining or that we did a bad job of organizing. It's just that we need to go in and tidy up and maybe tweak some things. Maybe they have something new that came into the house that they didn't have before. We were at a client a couple weeks ago who had a new puppy, right?
Aww.
All the dog stuff, all the like puppy stage stuff had been put away. We had organized and put that away. Well, now she's got a puppy, so she needs that more accessible. So we just kind of tweaked that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Life changes, right?
Life changes.
With the holidays coming up, what do you recommend for storing all of your Christmas decorations?
That's a great question. So for holidays, there's two things. I know everybody loves to buy like the red or green containment for Christmas, the orange for Halloween, and that is fine, as long as you can access it. The challenge we have is when we come in, say in March, and we are organizing, and we can't get the orange containers, or they're very expensive on Amazon, and who wants to pay that in March for a Halloween container? So I really recommend, if you have that, great, build on it. And I've even had clients where we buy the containment we buy, which I'll mention, and then we tell them at Halloween time, have us come back if they can't do it themselves, and we will, swap it out, so to speak. We buy clear containment. That's my recommendation. And then the key really is clear containment, big containers having storage racks or some sort of built-in system, depending on where you store it. A lot of people in this area store their holiday stuff in the garage or the attic. Some people have separate storage units. Some businesses, that we've organized have separate storage units. And so the key is to make it easily accessible, clear containment, but also labeled. Labeling is key with everything we do. We want to make sure that and it's a label that can also be easily removed. So if for some reason they decide later on they don't want as much fall stuff, then they've got a container that they can still use for something else.
I like the fact that she just mentioned that she also organizes businesses.
Me too.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you've got a business that needs to be organized, call our girl.
You can reach me at dfwdecluttered.com. I have a contact form there that you fill out, and it sends it directly to me. The other solution to get a hold of me is to just text or call. My cell phone number is 682-651-5532.
Awesome, guys. So that concludes our episode of Empower Her. So please don't forget to go visit our Facebook group page, Empower Her, and
it's becoming a place of support as well as a resource center for all kinds of solutions for yourself and your life as well as your business. And I can definitely agree that Miss Kiera is a huge life and business and family solution.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
And I can definitely agree that Miss Kiera is a huge life and business and family solution.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.